I think, look, Tottenham's biggest problem, guys, is before we move on to Man United, let me close off with this. Tottenham's biggest problem is away fixtures, away results. We are shocking. We lost to Man City 2-0 up at halftime. We lost to Leicester City 4-1. We lost to Sheffield United on the road. We lost to AC Milan on the road. So if you look at the last 4 or 5 games, Tottenham are really bad travellers. And we don't know how to play the high press. We do not know how to play the high press. Conte needs to work out a way to play teams that press Tottenham high. He hasn't got a Madison or a Bruno to basically technically find gaps and find those little pockets that Odegaard does. He relies on a lot of width. Pedro Porro has been a great signing. He had another great game. He really did. He had the assist for Kane for the header. On the left, Ben Davis isn't creative, but he's very defensive. So I think what Conte needs to do, my advice to Conte would be just stick with this team now. Don't mess around with it. You got Longley on the left, you got Ben Davis on the left wing, right wing, Pedro Porro, Emerson Royale, and just stick with it now. No more experimentation. Let this back three and the two wing backs just stick it out for the rest of the season. Perisic must come off the bench now when teams are tired, so you can stretch defenses. But I just hope Conte doesn't now bring in Perisic again and Davis then gets dropped to left centre back. And we've got a little bit of shifting going on down that left hand
I like
side.
Skips. Yeah, Skip's a good player, I
Skip
think.
is quality. He's playing well above his age. He's showing great maturity. He's showing really good coolness on the ball. He's in there. He's a great player. Really happy with the way Skip's come along. He came in and he doesn't have the face or the leadership qualities. He doesn't do the interviews. He's a very shy young boy. You don't see a leader in there, but behind that shy exterior is a real fighting soldier there, and he's smashing it. He's absolutely smashing it. We're so lucky to have him because without Bentancur, we all Tottenham fans dreaded without Bentancur the season was over. We thought, right, Bentancur's out. Skip, Sarr, you're kind of holding on to hope there. But Skip's been brilliant, lads. Skip and Porro have turned up from January, from the end of Feb, and absolutely smashed it together. Romero, um, AC Milan got sent off. Yellow card every game, every other game. It's just ridiculous how many yellows this man gets. But yeah, Tottenham are huffing and puffing. We're huffing and puffing, and I think we'll stumble to top four. There's no way we're getting third. We'll stumble to top four. And then all eyes are on Conte and Harry Kane and Paratici. And Paratici will know within the next 4 weeks what's happening with his charge. Conte will have to wait now till the end of the season because he keeps saying, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I wonder if that's a budget linked decision. Give me 200 million, I'll stay, or is it just I want to go. I want to go back to Italy. Maybe some clubs are in for him there. And
Mm.
Harry Kane, obviously, we've spoken about. He is in the power seat in terms of what he does, but ultimately he's got a contract. He's got a contract, and if Livy wants to hold him, he can hold him against his contract. That's where we are. But we've got Southampton away next, really bad on the road. Everton away next, really bad on the road. I won't be surprised if we pick up 2 points from those 6 points.
It's a good set of fixtures when you look at it on paper. I mean, like look at that. Like
It is
apart
a
from
good set of
Newcastle, Man
fixtures.
United, obviously, like if you look at those fixtures, like Southampton away, not great. Obviously, they beat us. They got a draw today. Everton away, we know how Everton are. Brighton at home, I know Brighton are doing well this season, but Brighton at home, you should beat them, and you got Bournemouth at home. So yeah, four fixtures to really sort of solidify that fourth place, in my opinion, with Spurs. I
Yeah,
don't know.
the only problem is what con what sorry what half we play, man. It's literally like yesterday we smashed it in the first half. Second half, Forest came on. When we got to Southampton, what are we going to do? What are the tactics? Because for some reason, these players, when we're on the road, just don't want to go out and play football. It's like they've got a fear. And Conte needs to find a way to get these players up for it in the first half. Because once you've scored the goal, Tottenham have a great record. Once you've scored a goal, we're okay. We're difficult to beat. But it's just getting that first goal. If Southampton get the first goal, then Tottenham are chasing shadows, and it's difficult. But we have been the comeback kings as well earlier in the season. We've shown we can come back from 1-0 down, 2-0 down.
To sum up
But
Tottenham as well, like it won't surprise me at all if you like lose if you lose to Southampton, but then you beat Manchester United at home.
That's what we do.
That's just the way I honestly think that happened. I think you'll lose to Southampton, but then
Look,
I think you'll come back and beat Manchester United. I think that will happen.
yeah, this time last season we had this very similar points. I think we're exactly the same points compared to last season. But the thing difference between last season and this season was we then went on a really good run from now on. So Harry Kane said it after Milan. He said this group needs to find the desire and the courage to now go on a run. We did it last season. We need to do it again this season. But the great news for Tottenham is Chelsea and Liverpool aren't around at the moment. Thank God. Liverpool are there, but they keep stuttering. Newcastle got over the line today, um, but they're not too dangerous. And Man United are stalling as well now. We can see that. So Tottenham find themselves in a situation where whilst they're playing hot and cold, so are the others around them. So just one of those teams needs to put a run together, whether it's Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool. If one of those teams could put 3, 4 wins together, then it's there for the taking. So at the moment you can't even call the top four. It's difficult to call the top four. Um, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. 2 away fixtures. People say, "Oh, we beat Forest. We're back on track." Mate, everybody's beaten Forest this season. Do you know what I mean? They're not a great team, and they came and did very little. So I'm not sitting here going, "Oh yeah, Tottenham are back." I'm sitting here going, "Forest were crap." If Southampton let us play football and sit back, we will play and we'll probably score. If Everton sit back, we will play well. It's down to Southampton to get in Tottenham's faces, and they've beaten us a lot recently in the last few years. And it's down for Everton to do the same. Get in Tottenham's faces, and they struggle. That's how you beat Tottenham. Get face to face with them. Sully, any views on Spurs before we move to United?
Yeah, I think the next 2 games, if you do get points out of them, say 4 out of 6, it would probably put you in the driving seat. But it's the away form, isn't it? Same with
Yep.
Liverpool at home, strong, away, atrocious. But right now, Spurs have the points on the board. Yeah, you just have to take it by the scruff of the neck and try it out. And Conte's back now, isn't he, on the
Yeah, he's
bench?
back.
So
He's back.
that should be a boost. But the uncertainty around his future doesn't obviously help. But putting that aside for the next 4 to 6 weeks, if Spurs, take the initiative, they can secure the 4th position, maybe even get 3rd, because like you said, United, dropping points, and when the pressure hits, right, who knows what's going to happen to them. And Casemiro has been banned for the next 4 games as well, and that's a big thing for them, right, isn't it, this season?
Yeah.
How typical is it? He comes back against Chelsea. Hooray!
Yeah.
Don't worry, mate. He'll probably be sent off as well.